Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Ryan Fitzpatrick. FitzMagic going nuts against the Niners. Think you're going to dig this one. Big plays all over the place. Let's get it started. Welcome to the QB School. So Ryan Fitzpatrick going crazy against the 49ers. If you want the full game analysis, hop over to the QB School Patreon community. This is a sample, bunch of highlights, big plays all over the place. Let's get it going. All right, the first play here, 3rd and 10. It's going to be a slant, pressure, catch and throw, turn and 2 here. Love this from the quarterback footwork-wise. Just about everything is perfect. Just don't love how he drifts a little to his left, but he has been doing that his entire career. But the actual mechanics here of catch and throw, turn and 2, love 3rd and long, slants. They don't get it right here, but the operational element here is really perfect in my opinion. I love this idea. Again, being able to catch it, not get the laces, not worry about it. Understand we're getting hit with a pressure. Win on the inside. It's too easy up top with the corner. Catch and throw, put it right on him, give him a chance to break a tackle, get a first down right there at the sticks. Again, just the operational element from the quarterback. Again, it's catch and throw like you're turning 2. I think he does get himself in trouble occasionally where he kind of slides over the guard area. Doesn't matter right here. But you can see he's almost shooting like a mini fadeaway. Catch, no laces, 1 step, throw. Ball up, face, throat area. That's perfect. Just absolutely outstanding. Love that type of execution on 3rd and long. Hit with a little pressure, get the ball out of your hands, deliver the ball accurately. Right here, this is a little back shoulder fade up top, just doing damage. This is an absolute strike. Again, they gap him at the line of scrimmage. He's able to catch it, know exactly where he wants to go. He's got a great vision, IQ about knowing what the one-on-one matchup is on the perimeter and giving his guy a shot. Again, you can notice the pattern here with the footwork. Drifting to his left has and will continue to get him in trouble, but if there's nobody there, it doesn't matter, and that's a strike. I love the idea here, ball placement-wise. They're almost trying to get like a pseudo double team up top as far as where that middle field player is. Outside the hash, you can see him outside the hash working that direction. But it doesn't matter. He gaps him at the line of scrimmage. That's a gap right there. All that space, instead of laying it down the field and allowing that safety to make a play over the top, you just throw it right at him. Again, back shoulders, people are afraid to coach him. I think the easiest coaching point is to just throw it right at him. Don't overthink it. Throw it right at him. Up, again, the ball location, up on his face, throat area. Much easier catch than doing some sort of circus thing towards the sideline, down at his waist or ankles. Again, catch, rhythm, get it out on time, ball location, accuracy, massive plays. This was just a backbreaker in this game. 3rd and 22 after a penalty. Up top, a little go, kind of off a unique stem here as far as what he does with his steps. I wouldn't even say it's like a stutter. It's almost just like he's got the capacity to change his gait with kind of a slow, long stride right at the end. We'll watch it again from the sideline. But the ball location, it's just too easy. This is too easy for any quarterback. He's good. You still got to be able to throw it. Nice, easy throw. But this is all the route. This is just murder on the perimeter. Again, and it's hard to say exactly what it is. Watched it a number of times. It's almost like he slows it into it. And what I mean by that is just the steps and stride here is really what he's able to come out of this thing and be able to, it's this slow, and then he takes like this long stride and it really kind of jacks the gait of the corner. So it's kind of long stride and then burst. And it's that burst separation that really creates the stress in this route. So I'll watch it a handful of times here, full speed. Just that little slightest hesitation. Whoop. And he just crushes his soul. I'm not sure about the technique there that he's using as far as just not in a pedal at all, just kind of turning and waiting. But I love that, just one little long stride. See if I can slow it down. Right there, that little extra hitch, and you can see that 3rd stride, just 1, 2, whoop, and he's gone. And then it's a dime. It's a great throw. But 3rd and 22, that's just too damn easy. Poor guy. Again, love the operational element. Catch, get it out on time, throw, good base right there. So halftime, you dig the channel, you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I appreciate the support for the channel. Let's keep the video going. 2nd and long, this is a corner. This is a unique coverage. you know, I don't watch every single snap of the 49ers defense, but I don't think they're necessarily a bracket 7 world team. Right here, this is kind of a brackets gone wrong. Great touch here on this big corner. They kind of got him a little bit as far as with a bracket beater. Can watch him right in here coming down at 29s, thinking on the right side of the screen that he's going to go to the post, guessing a little bit, and he's gone. And then it's just a beautifully threaded pass. Nice job. No fifth gear there for the 6 points. But as far as the operational element of this, I think this is sometimes defenses can do themselves sideways a little bit as far as doing things that they don't necessarily major in. To me, this is a variation of 7. What I mean by 7 is bracket world. So some variation of brackets down here. This is basically going to be, it almost looks like 2-man as far as what these guys end up doing here, but it's all based off the stems and releases. And then up top, so those 3 on the defense down here are for these 2. Okay, and then up top, it's these 3 for these 2. And then out here, it's just one-on-one. Kind of like a variation of what in Sabanese would be like stubby. So again, right here, what happens route-wise is we get an in, and this is a bracket beater, in, corner. So really, there should be this space. Usually you think you're going to get this little fin route here versus brackets because it's kind of this is a flat cone, but really this could just as easily, they could be lined up like this. I think more often than not, kind of like this look. They're a little flatter here than I would normally guess, and it gets him in trouble here because he comes up, and I really think that this inside number 3 post player, he plays this thing about as well as you can. He's underneath this. This thing is gone. But because this safety's back, so now really it's just these 2, and really it's 2-on-1 here, and he's a little late coming back. He's really thinking he's going to get this post move here, so he's hedging the post. So when he gets this corner, this defender who's got the number 2 vertical here is falling off now because the 2 has taken him out of it with a shallow. So it's not, he falls off, threads this thing, and he's just underneath it. And so they kind of get this perfect route where it's he's hedging the corner, he's hedging the post here. So there, and this guy's a little late falling off, and it's just able to come right over his fingertips here. So watch first this bottom half of the screen as far as the coverage. You can see again, if the number 1 were to go inside here, he would get double teamed. If he goes outside, it's 1-on-1. So it ends up kind of looking like 2-man. Up top, 1-on-1 on the number 1, and then it's 3-on-2 for the 2 and the 3 down here. And you can see that middle linebacker fly out to the shallow number 2 as he undercuts it. And then you can see the corner here go with the number 3. That safety is hedging the post, got him. And then he's just late to fall out under the corner, and that's just a perfect throw. And that's what it takes sometimes. Again, lots of moving parts here. I think one of the harder coverages to deal with as a quarterback. Full speed here. No to the fin, yes to the corner. Again, kind of bailing away too if you look at Fitzpatrick. Footwork-wise here, falling away, just throwing an absolute strike. That's a splash. Beautiful play. Massive big play. Backbreaker. Just 7 beater, love it. So many good things. Again, one more time, watch 29, hedge into the post one more time now that you know the whole concept. Whoop, gone. And then the touch right over the fingertips. I mean, that's pretty close to being perfect. Beautiful. Get in the end zone. Go, 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 go. Oh, dang. One more. This was one of my favorite plays in the game. Just attacking 2 trap. We're going to get pressure from the field, and we're going to get 2 trap. And I'll draw it up after we watch it once here. But this is just too much time. You get time. There's a lot of space in 2 trap if you don't get the ball out immediately, meaning that if you don't get hit and guys coming from any sort of depth, it's going to be really difficult. But this is a thing of beauty as far as him being able to get this thing out, someone right in his face, can't step into it. Absolute strike. So 2 trap, I always thought was one of the more difficult zone pressures to deal with just because it does take away many of your normal natural hots. But if you have the ability to hold it, there are definitely a lot of space back there. So coverage wise here, we're going to go 2 trap basically means half field, rolled up corner, cloud corner, rolled up corner, cloud corner. And then we're going to get pressure here, nickel off the slot, Mike, and then the will is going to come across this way, and we're going to drop this guy very subtly, not with his hand on the ground, back here. So at the end of the day, it's 2 with 4 underneath. This guy drops back. This guy comes all the way over, and this corner's right here. So that's what it is. It's 4 under 2. And what they get going here is right down the pipe. Boom. And because he's coming from such depth, really this happens because this guy's coming from such width and depth here that he doesn't get to FitzMagic before we can throw this ball. I'm not sure if it's a 2 or the 3. Whoever attacks down the pipe here, down the middle of the field. Normally, you would have some sort of, if 2 guys came off the edge like this with 5-man pass pro, which is right here, so you're going to be free here on this side, one of these guys would normally run a hot, either a peel out or a turn. There'd be some sort of hot built in here. But if you don't have that and you hold on to it, there are massive shots down the field. So watch the shell here the first time. Get to 2 trap. There it is. Watch that will run across. Again, could he throw that to the number 2 as a hot here on that little fin route, in route? You could. But if you hold it long enough, there's massive shots down the middle of the field. Again, that safety down here to the bottom of the screen is getting, in my opinion, too much width for who's threatening him vertically. Once number 2 takes himself out of the play, he needs to stay over the top of number 3, right on the top of him, not get outside leverage. You can see how he's got outside leverage here, and that's just too much space. And that's an outstanding throw. Great job quarterbacking. 1, 2, 3. Great base. Check his base out here as far as no heel click. All his cleats in the ground. Let it rip. Guy coming right in on him to make that hit. Big time. Just an absolute really, really outstanding play versus a really difficult coverage. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Again, pass pro here, they're going half slide left. They're sliding into it. They're still able, because they're not in a full slide. The only time you would ever be able to block this, and this is asking a ridiculous amount that I don't think you would ever do, because he's standing up, sometimes that's a clue for a lot of veteran offensive tackles to say this guy's not coming, that he's going to drop, and then we'll get into a full slide. If you full slit it, potentially you could fall into it. You know, it still is going to be pretty difficult. Either way, we're going half slide right here. They're going to pick this one up, and there's going to be one more adding in. I think he adds into the B gap, potentially a big duel for the left tackle, but still, this is just outstanding quarterback play. I don't think that left tackle would want that defensive end to run free. I think he makes the right decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Again, you can see how he kind of like stays loaded back on that right leg. Knees are bent. Just really an outstanding job of playing quarterback against a really tough coverage. Absolute strike, massive play, lots of fun. So that's a wrap. Ryan FitzMagic plays all over the place, big plays, gunslinger. You want the entire video. You love big plays. You love the Dolphins. Hop over to the QB School Patreon community. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.